What's up guys, it's Tagz, and this is another tutorial video for Minecraft Sexiest server. Today we are going to go over clan protections, what you can do with protections, and yeah, just how they work and why they are ridiculously beneficial to clans. So first things first, you obviously need to create a clan, which I went over in the last video, so check that out if you're not sure how that works. You need to be verified, so at least 3 players. And then once you're verified by a moderator or an admin, whoever the clan creator is will now have the ability to create protections for your clan. They're not cheap for the most part, so you're going to have to work together in order to come up with the funds to sort of pay for everything. In fact, I think I'm going to have to add some money for Tagz here. Let's give me 2,000 just for fun. Okay, so you're going to have to save up some money. You're going to have to work together to get the money to pay for everything. So the first one we'll go over is just the protection and the grief protection block. One of the awesome things about how this is set up is it only requires you to come up with money as a group. The rest is pretty simple. So what the clan leader is going to have to do is, once you guys figure out where your home's going to be and you've set your home, or you built up a base, or whatever it is you decide to do, you're going to require gold blocks. So how it works, you have to hold shift in order to place them. If I just place a gold block, granted because I'm an admin it's going to work fine, but hold down shift in order to place it. Not holding shift will just let you place a gold block, so you don't have to worry about spending money, because you don't get money back if you break these. So definitely make sure you think carefully about where you want to create some protections. So a gold block, you've decided sort of a rough idea. I'm just going to quickly place this and give you an idea of just the overview of how it works, and then I'll sort of go into some details about it. So it tells you you've placed a city protection. You can go up to the block. You can see when I walk around it says entering Tagz' protection field. You can right click on that block and it gives you some information about what that block is. So you can see the owner is Tagz. Now one thing to keep in mind too is, because a clan leader is the only one that can create these, it'll also show that anyone within that clan is also part of this protection block. So you'll sort of see what that means in a minute. But anyway, you can right click on it, it gives you some information. One of the big things to pay attention to is the dimensions. Basically it's covering 71 blocks by 71 blocks. It's actually 70 blocks by 70 blocks plus that block, and then 120 height. So that means from this point it's covering 35 that way, 35 that way, 60 up, 60 down. So you have to plan accordingly for that. That's a huge amount of space in just one protection, and we're giving every single clan the ability to have 4. So that gives a clan right now the ability, once you have the money, to protect a 140 by 140 square area and 120 height. So pretty awesome. I mean, that gives you a ton of places to set it. We may make some adjustments to the height to make it actually higher, but it's not going to be substantially higher. So that's sort of the basics of it. So you're going to be allowed 4 of them. You place them. They do cost money. Now you wouldn't see it charge me just because I'm set up as admin, which doesn't make sense. I gave myself money earlier. These blocks are 200 gold each. So for every one of them you place down as a clan leader, it's going to cost you 200 coins. I don't know if I said gold. 200 coins, and you're allowed 4. So essentially, to protect your entire max amount you're allowed, it's going to cost you 800 coins. So that's why you're usually going to want more members, and we'll probably set up some banks that you can use as a clan, but it's going to cost a bit to set them up. So I'll go into a little detail about what they do. Your clan and yourself can do whatever you want. You can build, you can break stuff just like normal. So it works just like normal. That whole 70 square block thing is yours and your clan's to do with whatever you want. The beauty of it is, you can see. Let's just do a couple other things here just to give you an idea of how it sort of works. So let's just say for fun that we have built this god ugly. Whatever. Let's just close it all in. So we built a wall or some building or something, and we've set up our protection and we've got it all set. So I'm just gonna throw. Actually, yeah. Let's just throw these on the ground because I'm gonna run over here on someone who's now not a part of this clan. So you'll see him pop out on the corner here, and I'm gonna come into this base. Now we have rules on the server with regards to what you are and aren't allowed to do. You are allowed to break whatever you want anywhere except Rosewood, the main city, if it's gaining you access into a base, out of a base, or to chase someone. So if you imagine this is a wall to get into someone's, let me just do it like this. I want to make it so you can see it a little better. Unfortunately, I'm going to just leave it like that. If you imagine that wall was created in order to block out people, and me being from another clan or another group wanted to get into this place, and I was able to do it sneakily so that they didn't find out I was there, and I break a couple of these blocks. Now one thing you'll notice, let me just see if I can break a block right about so you can see. If you notice when I break this block, nothing pops up. There, I don't see anything. There's no blocks for that guy to pick up. But I have broken it. I can get in. I'm now inside the base. And let's say in the same regard, maybe it was easier for me to just tower up and get into their base and do whatever I'm doing. Maybe I get killed. Maybe I am able to steal some stuff out of some chests. Whatever it is. The people in the clan can actually come up to this thing. So you'd obviously log in and notice, well, this doesn't look right. I'm pretty sure we didn't build it like this. You can actually just come right up to this block and right-click on it with a tool, a diamond tool. I think iron tools will work as well. And what it's going to do is it's going to recognize any changes that were made by anyone outside of that clan and revert them. So you can see it shows me right here that it rolled back 8 griefed blocks. So that was the blocks that were broken there, the blocks placed up here, and the ones that were broken here. The person who came in and broke the blocks never got anything. They don't get any of the blocks that are broken. They just disappear. It gives them the ability to get in, get access to that base or whatever, but your base comes back exactly how you had it. You're not going to lose anything. Nothing's actually been destroyed or anything. One thing to keep in mind, chests are not protected anywhere outside of Rosewood. The only way to have a protected chest is to own a Rosewood lot. So you're going to have to figure out ways to hide and be secretive with your chests, because any items taken out of chests will not come back when you right click on this block. So keep that in mind. You don't get to have chests protected everywhere. The other thing is, if you build with gold, iron, lapis, or diamond blocks, and someone comes into your base and sees them, all they have to do is let a moderator or admin know, and that moderator or admin will break the block and give it to them. So don't be building with those 4 blocks: iron, lapis, gold, or diamond, because they are not allowed to be. Well, you can build with them if you want, but if someone finds them and lets an admin or a moderator know, we'll break them and give them to them. So that's not a good way to try and protect your stuff. So that's the protection one, the one that allows you to actually keep a base 100% grief free, and super easy to just make sure it's always set back. And again, you can have 4 of them, so you can stack them however you want. They don't have to touch. If for some reason you didn't want them to, I'm not totally sure why you would, but they don't. We've made it so they don't have to touch, and obviously you can't place a block that touches any other clan's protection areas. So you can't put it in someone else's base or even near someone else's base if they're going to overlap. So that's our protection one. The one other one that we have as well is the, what is this, a note block. all clans are allowed to have 3 of these, and they're 300 gold each. So they're a bit more expensive. You're limited to how many you can have, and they're also a much smaller range. They actually only cover a 20 by 20 by 20 range, so 20 out, 20 wide, and 20 up and down. But what they do, they're probably going to be something that people will use more so to keep vault areas and chest areas, or entrances maybe, however you want to do it. How they work though is, if let's just say on the other side of this wall is where we housed our vault or something to that effect, and you know, we want to know obviously if somebody's going to be coming nearby. What I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to, let's just build a proximity snitch, and I'm just going to put whatever. You can decide however you want to do it. Actually, I'm not going to cover it for now. So we're going to build a proximity snitch. Again, you're allowed 3 of them, 300 gold each. So it's placed. It's covering 20 blocks out, up. Sorry, it's actually 10 blocks, 10 blocks, 10 blocks, 10 blocks. So you get the idea of 20 by 20 by 20. But the beauty of this is, again, your entire clan's added to it, so it's not going to do anything regardless of you guys using it. You can see if I right click on it, it says the information is 20 by 20. It says there have been no intruders around here. But what's going to happen is, you can see if I leave it on the text field and you're just doing your thing, if anyone from outside of the clan, you can see all of a sudden we get an entry alert. So I'm just going to move here so we can read it a little bit easier. So here it says that someone has triggered an entry alert at the coordinates. Now those coordinates are the coordinates of where you place that snitch block. So where essentially it's telling you which of your 3 snitches has been triggered. Another thing you can do too is if, let's just say that he comes in and does some work. Again, this is covered by that grief block. We can come up to that snitch block, right click on it, and it tells us exactly what happened. Who was in there, what did they do, what was the time that they were in there. It gives you a lot of information. Again, this one is a beautiful one to just fix everything. So that's how the snitch works. The snitch is awesome because it gives you that ability to get this entry alert, and it goes out to every single one in your clan. So that means if you've got people on and they're out hunting or gathering or doing whatever they're doing, and all of a sudden that thing pops up, you're probably going to want to blow one of your cooldowns, or whether you want to pay the 5 coins to do the /clan home, or hopefully you've actually set your home in your clan base so you can get back right away and deal with whoever has actually entered an area that's yeah, anybody that's in your base that shouldn't be there. So I think that's, for the most part, that's it. Those are the 2 protections that you have. You've got the ability to protect your base using gold blocks. That's amazing grief protection. I mean, you can build whatever you want. Nothing can get destroyed. And even if it's blown up by TNT, which can't happen, but for some reason, let's say it did, it was blown up by TNT, torn down to the ground, whatever happens, this thing will take care of that. One of the things I should say too, though, the rules are set that you are allowed to break what you need to get in. If somebody actually came in and tore down your base, or did some serious grief that's over and above what would be required to get in and out, make sure you let an admin know, because we'll just ban that player. It's against the rules and we don't want to have to deal with it. So the other thing to keep in mind is you don't get money back when you place them, so once you be sure about where you want to place them, unless you're just made of money, because you won't get your coins back once you destroy that block. Once you've placed it, you've spent the money. If you decide to move it, you're definitely more than welcome to do it. Only clan leaders can break them. I should point that out as well. Only the clan leaders can actually break those blocks, but you won't get your money back. So if you decide all of a sudden you want to move, you're going to have to pay to move them. So we do have some information on these at sexyminecraft.com. So if you're, I'm not sure there could be any other questions about it, but if you want sort of something in writing to look at, maybe go check out sexyminecraft.com. Click on Sexy Clans, I think is the link that the information's on. And yeah, again, this is available only to clans. So once you've gotten your clan all set up and ready to go, definitely take advantage of this, because this is probably one of the best parts on the server with regards to how clans work. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you online.